Radiohead's exit music for a film from their album OK Computer from 1997 is one of the greatest songs I've ever heard, and it's one of the greatest songs on that album. It's been long overdue that I talk about this song. There are many reasons why I should. The songwriting is impeccable. The themes, the lyrics of the song are phenomenal. The performances of, all of the instruments, the instrumentation, it's amazing. It's a masterpiece. So I figured we'd do a video about it, we react to it, and then we analyze it. As most of you know, I'm a big Radiohead fan. I've done plenty of Radiohead videos, and I'm excited to do this one because I believe this was the first song that I really, really connected with when it comes to Radiohead. Like, I listened to their discography right from the very beginning when I discovered them about 2 or 3 years ago at this point. I know, I'm 25, give me a break. Yeah, but when I came across OK Computer and I came across this song as I was listening to the album, I realized this band is very special. That was the moment with exit music for a film. But here we go, OK Computer, exit music for a film, reaction and analysis. And if you like this, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Oh, wow.
Wake from your sleep, the drying of your tears.
Oh, Lord.
Today we escape.
Ah, that chord, that melody.
We escape. Pack and get dressed before your father hears us.
That's not perfect there. It's not perfect at all. It's kind of off pitch a little bit. That's the beauty of it, right?
Breaks loose.
Love that.
Breathe. Keep breathing.
That sort of electric choir in the background.
Don't lose your nerve.
Ooh.
Breathe. Keep breathing. I can't do this alone.
That robotic choir there.
Sing us a song to keep us warm.
It's like nukes going off. It's like missiles. It's like war.
Such a chill, such a chill.
That guitar in the background.
Yeah. that you chose, that you chose.
Oh.
We all that you chose, that you chose.
That's way too good, man. That's just way too goddamn good. It's way too good for its own damn good. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but it's so true. So a lot of you Radiohead fans are, you know this already, but this song was meant to be for Baz Luhrmann's film, Romeo and Juliet, in the same year, 1997, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio. But I think it ended up not being used in the film. It ended up being used as the credits song for the film, which I guess makes sense. Exit music for a film. So we know for a fact this song is a Romeo and Juliet inspired song. You know, I think this is really what encapsulates my love about Radiohead, or for Radiohead rather, is really just the fact that they write songs that are about love and are gentle and are powerful, but like it's done in a very distorted, sort of dark way, right? I mean, it's pretty edgy. Exit music for a film, right, is literally about the greatest love story ever told, right? Romeo and Juliet, I mean, that's what it's about. But I love how it focuses on the darkest part of the relationship, but by doing that, it also showcases the power of the love that Romeo and Juliet had. You know, it completely puts that love on a pedestal. They loved themselves so much that they were willing to take each other's lives. They believed in their love so much that that's the statement that they made. So in many ways, even though the song itself is very dark and the content is very dark, at the end of the day, it's about true love. Right, and so in all of its grotesqueness and all of its weirdness and all of its everything about it, right, from the actual story itself. I mean, Romeo and Juliet is also not your typical happy-go-lucky love story. I mean, it's a very dark story, even in its original form. It's still so incredibly powerful and so incredibly relevant and universal, but it's beautiful. And so this song is literally, I guess what some scholars would say, hauntingly beautiful, right? Like it is, this is exit music for a film. It embodies that completely. And also, I mean, when you find out that the song was recorded in a cathedral, it just makes it even much more beautiful, right? I mean, it's so contradicting, right? Just like the fact that you're recording this beautiful song that also sounds very weird and distorted, and the chords sound very beautiful and heavenly, but they also have a edge to them. And we hear that very much in the verses. And so the fact that they're recording a song like this in a cathedral, in a cathedral, songs really have to be really as holy as they can possibly be. But I mean, this song, not only in lyrical and instrumental, it's not that holy. It's about suicide, but it's about true love. And so there's contradiction there. It's beautiful, but also very ugly. And so it's done in a cathedral, in a place where that is not supposed to happen. Although if you think about it, really, Jesus and the story of Jesus and religion itself is very dark also. I mean, the Bible is not happy-go-lucky all the time. And then even so, you go to a cathedral and it's very beautiful, but some of the images are disturbing as hell. So in many ways, it is very accurate that they decided to do it in a cathedral. Also, the production of the song, you have acoustic instrumentation, not only as literally as you can get with it, like literally Tom York with a guitar, but actual instruments, right? Drums and guitars and all that. But you also have electronic instruments like synths, but you also have a literal robotic choir. And so, and that goes in line with the whole album's concept of, technology, right? And man sort of coming together and becoming distorted and ugly and weirdly, fascinating, right? And so that convergence, that is very prevalent in this song as well, and its production, and it goes along with just that idea of contradiction, right? I mean, everything that's great in life is contradicting. Like everything, right? This song is very beautiful, but also very ugly. The song is about true love, but it's also about suicide, which is not, beautiful at all. I mean, it can be, but you know what I mean? The instrumentation is very acoustic, but also very electronic. It's played in a cathedral, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? So there's so much contradiction everywhere, and I love it so much. The verses, the chorus, just phenomenal. And really, it's that climax, right? The song builds up so perfectly. In the second verse, we start getting some missiles, like some kind of like nukes going off in the background. I pointed it out during the reaction. This song is very ambient. It's truly one of my favorite like songs I've ever heard. I'm seriously, I mean, it's just, I love like sort of natural and ambient sound in things, and when you have a song that is amazing and sounds great, and then you put in like all these sound effects, it sounds very cinematic, which is very appropriate given what the song was ultimately used for and sort of the inspiration from it. So the song is insanely cinematic. But then we hit that climax, and I mean, it is just phenomenal. It all goes off, the percussion goes off. It's such a very like thick and wobbly and funky bass, it's very futuristic, but also literally an acoustic bass. It's literally a synth, but it moves so much. It's very funky and very groovy in a way, but it's, completely not in that context. You know what I mean? Like, at all. The chorus, the melody of the chorus, Tom York just singing his ass off in this section, and all the ambient sound just going off as well. And that high-pitched guitar going, Johnny Greenwood is putting in work. It's absolutely a phenomenal amalgamation of sound. And it's really where the song hits, the stride, and it's really where I got chills. And, again, I don't want to sort of underestimate or undertalk the verses, because the melody of the verses is phenomenal. And it's really the pairing of the melody with the chords. You have a good chord progression, you will potentially have a good melody. And that is the case here with Exit Music for a Film. I mean, it's edgy. It's literally edgy as hell. I mean, it just has these interesting sort of, very traditional chords, and then you get hit with sort of a curveball chord, in the progression. And it really makes the song this edgy-ass song that works for what its themes and lyrics are.
Wake from your sleep, the drying of your tears, we escape.
And now we have to talk about the giant elephant in the room, which is the lyrics and the themes of the song. It's Romeo and Juliet. I mean, but I love how Tom York just goes full deep, edgy and dark, because that is what the end of the story is with Romeo and Juliet. It is very, very sad, very tragic, right? And so the song, to me, it sort of has this image of the classic, adolescent climbing up, going to the home of his lover, and going through the window, doing the knock on the window, and she opens it, and she's just like, "You're not supposed to be here," and he goes in anyway, and they make love, but they realize that he's not wanted, right? They're both from different worlds. That's why he has to do this, that's why he has to infiltrate, because he's not wanted. And so the entire song is sort of them doing that, being in that state, and realizing it's this intense state of panic because they realize that they have little time together. The father is going to find out. They need to get dressed or whatever. They need to leave. They need to run away. And by running away, they realize that the only really effective way to run away is to take their own lives before all hell breaks loose. Because once the dad figures out, once everyone figures out what's going on, it's all going to end. I mean, one of them is going to die. I mean, death is sort of inevitable, or at least extreme heartbreak, or at least to the point where they never see each other again, and they don't want that reality. They would rather be dead than have to live in a world where they're separated and they don't see each other. It's beautiful. I mean, it's tragic fucking love. But what I love about the song is that even though it is unfortunately about the tragedy, it's also about the kind of screw you. It's like an anthem to two people who are madly in love and who believe in their love and who are saying screw you to the rest of the world for not believing in their love, for not respecting their love, and for not letting them be happy with each other. The song is an anthem, is an ode. It is a song that honors that. It's a song that completely just shits on the people that are causing this circumstance for Romeo and Juliet. We get in verse 5, which is where the climax happens, and you can laugh a spineless laugh. We hope your rules and wisdom choke you. Now we are one in everlasting peace. We hope that you choke, I mean, it's such a badass, I mean, it's very tragic and it's very sad, but it's such a badass, like, sort of third act for the song, because you have this tragedy building up and it happens, but it's this thing where it's like, screw you, we're going to do this. We're going to disappear. We're going to end up happy, because we truly believed in each other. And the rest of you can, one, accept the fact that because of you, we ended up dying and sort of feeling that burden, right? Feeling that guilt. Number two, no, there is no number two. There's just number one. I mean, it's literally like, live with that guilt, live with that burden, and all of your wisdom, all of your power, all of your ego, shove it up your ass. You know what I mean? Like, just end up choking, die in your own way. We did it in our way, but we're okay because our love was true. But unfortunately, we had to do it, right? We had to do that because of the circumstances and because of you guys. Even though it's sad that we did it, we ended it right, as opposed to the family and to the father and to the rest of society. All of your nonsense, all of the things that you used to make us feel like our love wasn't worthy, that it shouldn't have happened. Take all of those things and die with it. And if you don't choke with your guilt and burden, choke with your wisdom and your rules, and I hope it all crumbles down. So I guess that was number two. So I love it. I love it. It's like, I mean, it's very tragic. Like, no one, Romeo and Juliet did not win, right? Sort of technically, but in their eyes, they did. Such great, lyricism here. Laugh a spineless laugh. Hope your rules and wisdom choke you. We hope that you choke. I mean, it's so perfect. I mean, literally, like, if you hate someone, isn't that one of the things that, I'm not going to go further, but you know what I mean? Like, someone eating. Like, think about it. I mean, just think about choking. I mean, like, isn't that like the most embarrassing, humiliating thing that happens to you? Like, when you start choking, you literally start having a panic attack. You start freaking the hell out. Immediately, your ego goes out the window. Like, you are fighting for your life at that point. It is the most, like, embarrassing, most rock bottom, like, place you can ever be is when you're choking. The worst part about it and why it's so embarrassing and awful is because it came from the thing that you put in your mouth. So the very thing that you caused. In this case, the metaphor is they caused Romeo and Juliet to kill themselves. And all their wisdom and all their power and all their rules are what they're eating. And Romeo and Juliet's suicide is what they're eating. And Romeo and Juliet are like, choke on it. I mean, it's just brilliant. It's phenomenal lyricism, phenomenal writing. It's beautiful. It really is. It's the best way to get your revenge. But those are my thoughts on exit music for a film. Sorry if it went on a little bit too long, but it is what it is. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this song. Do you agree with my analysis? Do you disagree? Let me know of a different way you're sort of interpreting this song. Like this video if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content and you want to see more like this. Share with your Radiohead-loving friends. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you, you beautiful creature. But that is it for me. You all take care, stay safe, and until next time, I love you. And don't choke. That was gross. That was weird. Unnecessary. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, God. Fuck. That's what I get. All right. See you later.